Hi everyone, and welcome to the Moccasin Identifier at the Bradley Museum, where we have the 4 different moccasin designs on display, and you can see we have them on these signs that are shown all year round, and you can request these if you'd like to go with your display as well. And I'm going to show you how we stencil the Anishinaabe moccasin first. So here we have our setup with the moccasin stencil taped to the ground and our paints and brushes. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that your moccasin stencil is taped pretty firmly to the ground with the masking tape, or to your piece of paper that you are going to be painting onto. And what I'm going to do here is just go in and grab one of our spongy paintbrushes and fill it up with the paint. This is non-toxic water-based paint, and not overfill it, just enough to start getting a good layer of paint onto that stencil. And I'm going around and just dabbing the paint through the stencil just enough to cover the concrete. Here it is, just in fast motion, going through and getting all those little bits that you can see through the stencil covered up with paint, being sure not to overdo it or load the brush up with excessive amounts of paint. If you get too much paint onto your brush, you can just scrape off the extra, and you don't want to overdo it because the more paint you put on, the more you can risk the paint just seeping underneath the stencil and kind of blotting together. So just going around really carefully, making sure that every little bit of the concrete has been covered up with the paint as best you can. And this is going to be done in just a moment, and we'll show you what it looks like. That's probably getting close to ready. That's good enough. Okay, put the brush back down, and here's a big reveal. Now you can just peel off your tape, grab the corner of the stencil delicately, pull it back, and there you go, voila. There's your Anishinaabe moccasin on the ground at the Bradley Museum. And it's a little bit of the paint did bleed through, as you can see, but that's okay. What you want to do between stenciling between people is just go in and dab off the excess paint that's come through on both sides, and there you have it. And you can see once you get a whole line of these going, it starts to look really great. So happy stenciling, everyone.